Thank you very much for your time this evening. Let's start with tracing the developments of business rescue frameworks in South Africa and how the process has been used by businesses in distress.
Thank you for having me on, and thank you to your listeners also. Business rescue it seems like a relatively new concept, and it came into our Companies Act when it was adopted in 2011. But it's rescuing businesses is not something that is a new concept to South African company law. Before business rescue, in our company law, we had something called judicial management, which was designed to do something very similar to what business rescue is supposed to do now, in that if a company was in distress, but it wasn't so distressed that it required liquidation, then it could go under judicial management, and the judicial managers were then tasked to try and bring the business back to solvency and allow it to start trading back in circumstances where it was able to pay its debts and still keep running without going into liquidation. Unfortunately, it was quite a cumbersome process, and as a result, it actually was viewed as a failure. It wasn't really working, and I think that's why the concept of business rescue, as it evolved and came into our new Companies Act, was quite revolutionary for South Africa, in that it took away a lot of the clunkiness that judicial management had. So it's not new, it's not a new concept, just the way that we implement it now has got a lot better and a lot more efficient than it was under the old Companies Act.
Maybe take us
through. I hope that answers your question.
It does partly, but maybe just take us through some of the milestones in the implementation of business rescue, the key moments in South Africa's corporate history where business rescue has made a significant impact. Is liquidation also a viable option as well?
Well, it very much depends on where the companies are at when they go into financial distress. So if the companies are in financial distress, but there still seems to be some room to rescue it, then the business rescue is a fantastic tool in which to use it. If you allow the company to go too far down the distressed line, then sometimes there is no other avenue but to consider liquidation.